Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this late night dessert. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is a late night dessert. You thought the 5-course dinner was over, and right there, Chef KRS brings you the most amazing sweet dish. The Planets Through Nakshatra series. So, today we are going to be covering our series of Venus in the Nakshatra of Purva Ashada. And what happens when Venus is in the sign of Sagittarius, okay? And in the Nakshatra of Purva Ashada. And especially this expands from 1320 of Sagittarius to 2350, I believe, 2320 of Sagittarius zodiac sign. So, actually, no. 26 degrees, yes, 1320 to 26 degrees of Sagittarius zodiac sign. So, let's find out what Venus is doing in this particular nakshatra in your horoscope. And remember, Venus represents your wife, your husband, your spouse, your lover, mainly. Can Venus represent you? Yes, Venus can also represent your father and mother or your siblings. It all depends upon the ascendant you have. Okay? And as always, if you do not know where your Venus is placed, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, let's get started. So, when Venus is in the nakshatra of Purva Ashada, and Purva Ashada is a nakshatra related to the first victory, the early victory in life. And this is a nakshatra which is actually paired with Uttarashada. One represents early victory, one represents later victory. So Uttarashada people, win late in life. Purvashada people tend to win victories early in life. So first thing we notice is that your spouse is a very strategic person. Everything is calculated, how they're going to maneuver in life, what education they need, where they need to go, who they need to meet, who they need to negotiate with, how they need to negotiate things with. Like, this person becomes an excellent consultant, somebody who is a natural war strategist. But one of the qualities of Purva Ashada people is that they always tend to declare wars on people. Like, you will hear these people say phrases like, oh, it's a war now. Oh, do you want me to do this and you want this? All right, it's a war now. Let's see who wins. In the mind, they will always say to their competitors, okay, you want this? It's a war. Like, for them, everything is like a battlefield. And one of the biggest confusions that you will see with Purva Ashada people, and especially if you have these people in your life, if you're a married person, especially with Venus, is that they're always confused. Because Venus represents what? Arts, music, beauty, drama, creativity, music, fashion, designing, anything which is creative. It also represents, beautifying the home, furniture. But because Venus is in the sector of Sagittarius, which represents letting go of material things. Why does Sagittarius represents letting go of material things? Well, think about it. Which house is the sign of Sagittarius? Originally, 9th house of Dharma, duty. Like, this is your duty and you must perform this. Then you have Venus, whose first house in the zodiac belt is sign of Taurus. Jupiter's first house in the zodiac belt is Sagittarius. Well, guess what? Ninth house is eighth from the second house, meaning the sign of Sagittarius is eighth from the sign of Taurus. You better let go of your material desire, your material possessions, your jewelry, your gems, your watches, your luxury items. If you want to know the divine, you're gonna have to let go of these mundane material things that you get attached to. So now this is where the confusion comes in, where this person will always have the habit of going back and forth between spiritual life and a material life. Like these people will be, one minute they will be saying, you know what, God, I hate eating meat. I hate enjoying this, taking this life and then, putting this on my plate just for my 30 minutes of enjoyment. And then they'll be like, okay, that's it, I'm becoming a vegan. Then what happens is when they become a vegan or when they become a vegetarian, they'll go for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Then suddenly they're like, oh, I wish I could go to a 5-star restaurant and have those lamb chops and that, 80-day age Kansas City steak. All right, just for one time I'll do this, but I won't do it every day. I'll do it once. And then their cycle starts again. They go once, they keep going. Then again, within 3-4 months, you'll be like, oh, I hate this. I'm going to start meditating. I'm going to go on this diet, that diet. And I am going to start meditating. And I'm going to let go of my possessions. It's like a back and forth fight. So that confusion always takes place until later in life when they finally are able to get rid of these material desires in their life. And creativity naturally comes to them. Like these people make great marketer, advertisers, novelists, writers. Because remember, this is a nakshatra ruled by Venus. So Venus is energy right there in the center. But one of the things, the greatest quality that happens with Venus being in Sagittarius is they become devoted to something. There's a natural devotion to something. Like Anuradha Nakshatra, the Purva Ashada is devoted to something, whether it's fighting a battle or whether it's believing in God. But everything is systemized for them. They very rarely they'll make mistakes. They will make mistakes. Everybody does. They will go out of plan. They will take some chances. But for them, everything is strategized. Okay, I'm going to do this. They're very clever in knowing what to do, when to do, and how to do it. They make good authors, but not the greatest. Because of the Venus-Jupiter aspect of classical knowledge and literature, because Venus represents literature. Jupiter represents classical literature. Jupiter represents writing, Venus represents writing as well. But it's not as strong of that planet. So those aspirations will only be there, if with this nakshatra Venus is, if we're talking about your chart, then if Venus is in the 5th ascendant or 9th house, only then this will make sense that, okay, you will be a good writer. Otherwise, they're more of like great consultants. They want to strategize things for people. Okay. But the thing is, depending upon the pada, then we can like open up a whole wormhole of what else we can see with this nakshatra happening. And that's where the beauty of this nakshatra or any nakshatra comes about. Okay. So guys, this is my analysis of Venus in Purva Ashada Nakshatra. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Venus is placed, all your other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we will see you maybe tomorrow with some astro philosophy video. Bye-bye.